Welcome to the NewsHour. Israel's cabinet has delayed a vote until tomorrow on the ceasefire deal struck yesterday to suspend the war in Gaza and swap hostages and detainees.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu blamed Hamas for the delay, saying the militant group was trying to change the deal, a charge Hamas has denied. In the meantime, American and Egyptian mediators met in Cairo to discuss implementing the deal, which is scheduled to begin on Sunday. Nick Schifrin once again begins our coverage.
Today, in the blown-out destruction of what was once home to 500,000 people, where children play in the ruins of what used to be Khan Yunis homes, there is tension between the horror caused by 468 days of war and hope that it will soon be over, as young Gazans told us, 14-year-old Ragad al-Asadoui.
We couldn't wait to hear this news because our hearts are tired. We really couldn't wait for something to heal our hearts. Finally, the end of the war is coming.
16-year-old Ahmed al-Nabahin.
The most difficult moment was hearing that my father had been killed. I'm scared because the Israelis still haven't retreated, and even though there is a ceasefire, nothing has changed yet.
Because in this war zone, the war rages on. In Gaza City today, the youngest victims received reassurance that the adults can no longer feel.
Is this the truce they're talking about? What did this young girl, this child, do to deserve this? Is she fighting you, Israel? Where are the Arabs? Where are the Muslims? No one has any conscience.
Israel says over the last day and a half it struck more than 50 Hamas military sites and a commander who participated in the October 7th attacks. Palestinian health officials say since the ceasefire was announced, more than 75 Gazans have been killed.
We urge the mediators who brokered this truce to hurry up. Today is better than tomorrow. 7 is better than 8, because there are martyrs every hour.
But the deal that would pause the war for 6 weeks is not done, said Israeli government spokesman David Mencer.
That Hamas have reneged on this hostage release agreement and has created a last-minute crisis in an effort to extort last-minute concessions.
But in Washington, Secretary of State Antony Blinken said he remained confident.
It's not exactly surprising that in a process, in a negotiation that has been this challenging and this fraught, you may get a loose end. We're tying up that loose end as we speak. Please, sir, respect the process. Thank you.
Oh, respect the process. Respect this process while everybody...
But Blinken was interrupted by 2 protests, including one ended by armed security.
I need to respect the process. Criminal, why aren't you in The Hague?
There were also protests today in Israel. Supporters of hard-right politicians called the ceasefire a surrender to Hamas that would end up killing Israelis. National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir vowed to resign from the coalition government.
The existing deal increases Hamas's appetite and motivation. This deal is letting them attack, explode, and kidnap and get what they want.
But the families of Israeli hostages held in Gaza are demanding the government sign the deal. They're anxious. Officially, at least 1/3 of the hostages are dead. Many do not know whether to plan a celebration or funeral. Tal Haimi has been a hostage since October the 7th. Udi Goren is his cousin.
The vast difference between the daily anxiousness about might this be their last day on earth to the fact that some of these people by next week might have their loved ones sleeping in the bedroom next to them.
Until then, they pray for peace. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Nick Schifrin.